all 4 tires. Working OT, trying to show you what it's like just to know me. Never said the day you approach me. I've been thinking about you and you only, and we just like a fuck. That's nothing else. You know I'm falling in love. That's for someone else. What's up? What's up? What's up? Back kicking it with Momo. Hey, you guys, back tuning into my channel. Thank you so much for returning. I appreciate y'all. To all my true supporters, and y'all know who y'all are because y'all comment all the time, and the ones that just tap in and catch a vibe, you feel me, and be like, I like her, and subscribe. I like you too, period. It's real over here. Stop playing. So anyways, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you're new, if you're not new, then you already know what time it is. I'm trying to wake Stink about it because baby, she is cute today. Stink, you ain't gonna come say hi? Because usually you like to come say hi. Like, baby, she got her nightie on. She said, what you want? They want to say hi. Okay. That's when you know she's tired, when she don't move. But don't we all do that? Like, when I'm tired, baby, I'll probably lift my head up and put it. She definitely put it back down. She is so annoying. Look at her. She is so annoying. That baby said, look, leave me alone. Okay. You got it, girl. Anyways, back tuning into my channel. Like, if you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. Please just go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and join the family. Please do. And if you already are subscribed, then y'all already know I love y'all, period. So yes, this video is just a recap of my 2024. Just some things that I went through that's really molded me into my 2025, because I hate when people be like, oh, it's gonna be a new me. Like, baby, this is the same on me. New year, okay? Because baby, I ain't changing. I'm changing, like, you know, how I move and stuff, but who I am, what I stand for, it never changes. So I ain't finna say like I'm finna be in the gym every day. I'm gonna try to get in that gym every day, but I ain't finna say that. I just feel like when you be setting yourself up for that, sometimes, like, moving in silence. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about moving in silence. I learned that moving in silence is cool. Like, you don't always need to voice everything you do, everything you accomplish, everything that happens in your life. Like, you do not need to voice that to nobody. And the people that you be voicing it to, be careful. Because them people, baby, as soon as y'all not cool no more, people like to tell your business. So, yes, baby, beware. Move in silence. You don't need to tell everybody you don't need to tell your left hand what your right hand doing. You don't. Just move. You feel me? Make your next move your best move. You feel me? Sock it to my pocket. Not just playing. Let me stop talking like that because I'm really from the Bay Area, but I ain't down with all that. But I'll get talking. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, sometimes it's best to move in silence. I feel like that is a big thing that I learned this year, and learning to be alone. Something that was super hard for me, like just being alone. And when I say be alone, not like with a man, but like being alone, period. Like, where I don't always need to be surrounded by friends, people, family, anybody. Like, it's perfectly fine in here. Y'all don't hear nothing. I like it like this. I do. I love this. I love this for me, period. Like, yes, I love to be alone. I didn't realize how much I like being alone. Yeah, I feel that. So that is like one of the biggest things. But let's just start from the beginning. So January, I started my year off with a bunch of friends. It's not funny. It is so not funny. And I'm not laughing because it's funny. I swear to God, I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm really laughing because it's real. Like, I really started off 2024 with a gang of friends. Did. Carried my friends in from the previous years. I thought we was finna have a whole vibe this year. We was finna, you know what I'm saying, do big girl stuff together. Like, you know what I'm saying? But God has other plans all the time. Stay having other plans. So let me just backtrack a little bit. So let's fast forward to the end of 2023 before we even rolled into 2024. The end of 2023, I was working for a big insurance company and I lost my job. Just starting to get rolling. Was very excited. Happy, making plans. Lost my job. Not even on account of something that I've done. I feel like I still don't know why God allowed it to happen. And I'm not gonna speak too much on it because I just feel like y'all don't need to know all of that. But I don't know why God allowed it to happen. It was kind of weird to me because I've always been like a person that will sustain a job. I've never lost a job for no reason. Never got fired for corrective action. Nothing. I done moved to Texas. I done seen people fight at the job. All kind of crazy madness. Like, y'all grown as hell. But anyways, nothing like that. So when I lost this job, I really switched over to the insurance field, and I was excited about it. Very much like ready to go. Like, you feel me? Like, yes, let's get this money. Although I was not at home most of the time because it required me to be on the road most of the time. It was still something new, a new adventure. And life was just taking its toll. Like, you know, I was making good money. I wasn't really doing too much and tripping. Of course, I was only home for a few days. That was the downside. And the time that I had with my baby was definitely the downside. But on the up and up, definitely was excited. So, lost my job November. So, we're in November. I did have a little money saved. So, I was able to, like, you feel me, like, kind of, like, maneuver for a few months just based off the money that I had saved. But like by the time we got like to the end of February, come March, I was like, oh, we getting down to the wire, you feel me? So anyways, like the beginning of 2024, I started off with no job for a couple of months. Actually it was like a month. And so I had like got a job that I knew I wasn't gonna be there long. But got it, you know what I'm saying, so I can make sure I can still keep some of my money, you feel me? So I worked there for a couple of weeks, went to another job, worked there for a couple of weeks, and then ended up working at another job and worked there for a couple of weeks. Then I ended up getting the job where I'm at now with another insurance company. But I said that to say, like, I started off the year doing stuff that I just have never done. Like, in my big grown age, to lose my job at my big grown age and have to feel like I needed to start over, or feel like, you know, like somebody did something to me. Because initially I felt like it was something, like, you know, when stuff happens and you be like, oh my God, like, I really didn't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm a person that, baby, if I did something, I don't even feel bad because I know I did it to myself. Like, I'm one of them type of people. But when it's something that, you know what I'm saying, like, I know that I didn't do, I know that's not who I am, like, oh, it bothers you. So I ain't gonna lie, I lost a lot of sleep behind it. I was so pissed. I was mad at God. I was mad at myself. I was just really like, Lord, what happened? Why? And I still don't know why. Like, God still ain't tell me why this happened. You feel me? I'm still asking the same question. But yeah, so that's how I started out 2024. Bouncing from job to job, trying to make ends meet. But God was still providing. Because, baby, I've never lost my car. I've never been without a place to stay. I've always had food in my house, like, period. So God still provided through those times. So it started off kind of rocky. And then when you come from being this independent woman and you can do things on your own, but you also have, you know, because I ain't gonna lie, like most women, like when you a beautiful woman, dudes do stuff for you. So I, you know, had got accustomed to dudes just doing stuff for me too. Like if I needed something, or, you know what I'm saying, like, just, you know, we always, I feel like everybody, I don't even think it's just women. I think men too. They always got somebody that they know that they can call on if they need something. But the difference between men and women is kind of like, we can have several, y'all. Like, we can have, let me not stop, because I'm not like this no more. You feel me? Like, I definitely want a husband, so I definitely have realized that I was the problem, and I have recovered. But I'm saying, like, when it comes to these women, baby, we can have so many of y'all for so many different reasons. Like, real talk. Dudes would just be cool with that. Like, men are so cool with taking a little piece of peanut and then making a whole peanut out of it. Like, they'll work with whatever you giving. So that be the kind of the difference. Like, women, eventually they gonna get in their feelings, and if you ain't giving what we giving, we finna, all hell finna break loose. But it don't be like that with dudes. Like, it just don't. So, you know, I grew up, I'm still cute, and I've always been cute. So, and I've always been a hustler. So I've always ran into is like, men would just do stuff for me. Like, I don't need to ask you, because I'm not an asking person. Like, if I ever asked you for something and you didn't do it, and I really needed it, baby, I probably don't talk to you no more, because I'm not a person that always got my hand out. But I'm a person that, baby, if you get, I'm taking. Let me tell you. Like, I ain't finna turn it down. I'm taking. Let me tell you. Like, I ain't finna turn it down. You send that cash app, please consider it gone. You feel me? But I ain't asked for that. But yes, that's what's gonna happen. So since I was always accustomed to that, bouncing from job to job and not really having, like, no dudes around was a little different, was hitting a little different for me. You know, I'm like, like, I don't like the way this feel. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I wasn't feeling it at first. But come like February of
last year I got baptized. I got rebaptized on my dad's birthday. So if y'all know, I lost my dad 2021 to COVID on February 4th. So he passed away on his birthday, literally. But between 2021 and 2024, like, I was struggling. I was struggling up until like the beginning of this year. Then I kind of like, you know what I'm saying, I let God have it. But I definitely was struggling, like emotionally struggling. I was putting on a happy face, but baby, I was not happy. I was definitely struggling, like emotionally, trying to adjust to my new life, and just accepting like your new normal. Like, you know, I think for women, a lot of times, like when we get to a certain age and you don't have the things that you think you should have had at your age, it starts to bother you. And then when you lose family on top of that, like it becomes a lot, you know what I'm saying? And then social media and just people that you know, and just, you know, like just life. Like life will cause you to put yourself in a funk or have a pity party for yourself. And I think for a little while, I was definitely doing that. But yeah, anyways, I got baptized in February. I don't know. I just felt like I was struggling mentally and I wanted to really like, I was ready to go home with my daddy. Let me just say that. So I was like having all of these thoughts and stuff that just was not me. It's not who I am, but I'm having like thoughts of me not wanting to be here. And then I'm like, okay, like this is not normal. I can't leave my son. I have to figure this out. Like, you feel me? So I had kind of like stopped going to counseling because it started getting a little pricey. I'm not gonna lie. So I had kind of stopped going to counseling, but I had to pick it back up. But anyways, when I really start feeling like I was getting to my breaking point, I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna, like, I don't have anything to lean on. So like sometimes God puts you in a position where you don't have like your mom, your dad, your family, all the stuff that you feel like you need and that you lean on them instead of leaning on him. Sometimes he removes it. Like, and I felt like this was like, because my daddy was like my rock. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my mom, we were working on our relationship. She didn't really raise me. I was raised with my stepmom. So me and my stepmom probably was way closer than me and my biological mom. But I still was working on that relationship. So my dad dies, boom, February 2021. So February 2024, I got baptized on his birthday. It was important to me because it was something that, since I was struggling mentally, I had told myself, like, you know, I'm really just going to be done with all of this here around my daddy's birthday. So, like, I wanted to go home with my dad on his birthday. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I honestly did, because I was struggling emotionally. Like, you know, I was putting on this face for everybody when in the inside I was so tore up. Like, emotionally tore up, feeling unappreciated about, like, you know, just with people around me. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I had friendships that were definitely, like, you know, when you just taking stuff that you shouldn't be taking. Like, you feel me? Like, I felt like at this point in time in my life, I was like, I need more support emotionally. Like, you feel me? I was feeling like I needed that so bad. And my dad was definitely that. He was annoying, you know what I'm saying? But he definitely was like my rock. So I was just feeling some type of way. So I decided, you know, I'm gonna just go back to God, go back to what I knew as a kid. Like, you know, I used to be in church as a kid. I loved God in my heart as a kid. Like, I would be in church crying. I done caught the Holy Ghost and ran across the, you know what I'm saying, around the church, spoke in tongues. Like, God has always been in my heart. It's just something that, you know, life tears you one way. People trying to figure themselves out. You go through life experiences and things just change. You know what I'm saying? And then people do depart away from God when you know, you're going through life, you're learning. And that's really what I experienced. So that's happened or whatever. So that was me getting baptized, was me like giving my life back to God. So after I did that, baby, all hell broke loose. Like, baby, when I tell you, all hell. And it took no time. So, okay, boom, February. I got this job at this new place in March. So I had left that third one. Remember, I bounced around like 3 times. I left that third one and I finally got the job at a big company that I wanted to, like the one I left or whatever. And so, you know, not too happy with the position because it's not like what I wanted to do, be what I was doing. But, you know, sometimes you got to put your foot in the door before you can, you know, you got to climb. You got to start at the bottom in order to get to the top. Unfortunately, with the other company, I kind of just hit the top. You feel me? But it was sweet while it was sweet. But at least I learned what I needed to learn. I ended up getting my license. So I left there still having something, but still just feeling some type of way, right? But anyways, boom, that was March. Got the job. March, April, boom, was cool, whatever. Birthday. Baby, my birthday was May 19th. So my birthday came. At the time, like I told y'all, I had a whole bunch of friends. My birthday rolled around and me and one of my close friends got into it, like, and fell out. It was just bad. It was like, you know, how can I explain it? Because I love her. I will never bash her. This is not like a bashing video, but this is really my truth. And I'm going to speak my truth because that's what I do. Like, I'm speaking the truth, my truth. That's it. So I think this situation kind of just broke me. It did. Like, I have certain friends. Like, I'm a really likable person. I pick up friends mostly. Any job I go to, people gravitate towards me. So I always end up leaving with, you know, people that just love me. And I just, you know, I love people. I'm a people person. But yeah, like, I had a couple friends that I've been having since, like, I live in Texas now, but I'm from Cali. So I got friends that are here that's from back at home. You feel me? Like, so, and then I got friends that I made here that's just real solid, that I just really fool with the long way or whatever. And then, you know, like, I lost one of my real best friends years ago. She passed away. Unfortunately. So, you know, it's not too many people that really just, like, know, like, because I feel like the people that know you is like the people that know you back in middle school. Like, you feel me? Like, them people that really know you, versus the people when you move to another state, you already grown, they know who you are now. But this is, like, people that know me. Like, you feel me? They know me. But besides, like, I had lived with her and her mom when I was younger because my mom and dad had broke up at a young age. So I kind of, like, bounced around before I ended up moving to Texas. So this was, like, somebody that I'm, like, really, like, this is my dog. Like, this, like, my sister. You feel me? Like, I'm fool with you the long way. So my birthday rolled around. It was, like, a little situation that I'm not even going to get into the story. But it was, like, one of those situations where you, like, okay, like, you can't believe it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I at least I know how I'm very stubborn. And I've always been stubborn. So stubborn even when it comes to, like, my parents telling me something. Like, it's like I got to go through it and bump my head to learn. Like, you can tell me all day, but I'm going to need to cross that bridge first. I'm going to need to touch that stove and know it's hot. I'm not going off what you're talking about. So that was, like, a little, you know what I'm saying, a little deep for me. Like, I'm like, dang. So where we sometimes find comfort and sometimes you trauma bond with people. And sometimes you value people more than they value you. I don't know. It just really hurt my feelings. Let me just say that. It hurts my feelings. Like, I spent a lot of time up until, like, around the time, you know, like my birthday time. Like, you know, I have been praying, going to church. I've been, like, trying to strengthen my life with God, but I feel like God just started removing people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not even really removing people, but showing me who the people are around me. Like, you know what I'm saying? One thing about, I'm not perfect, far from perfect, but I am a genuine person. Like, if you know me, you know I'm always the person I am on this camera. I swear to God, I'm this in real life, or I'm probably even goofier. Like, if you my friend, I do the weirdest stuff at the weirdest times, and you'll be like, what is wrong with you? Like, yes, but I'm saying, like, this is really who I am. I never punk fake for nobody. If I ride with you, I ride with you. If you my friend, I love everything that comes with you, and that's on period. You feel me? So this little situation was kind of weird for me, and I was just like, ugh, I was struggling. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done let a lot of stuff just pass where I salvage and value relationships so much that I let a lot of stuff go that bothers me. But when this hit, I was just like, okay, this is weird vibes, you feel me? And this is, like, the one time that I really, like, kind of spoke up for myself, is how I feel with this particular person. Like, spoke up for myself to where I felt like, you did, like, I feel some type of way. You hurt my feelings. Like, I didn't feel like this was that. And I just feel like instead of the person acknowledging my feelings, it was like, it was about a dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or it was just like, you wasn't even going to acknowledge the fact that I was hurt or even try to figure out what you did wrong. And I think because sometimes we, like, as friends, you know a lot of stuff about me. I know a lot of stuff about you. You feel me? One thing that I've always been the friend is like, everybody know my life. All my friends know my life. I've never been a private person. I'm not the friend that, you know, because I feel like you got 3 types of friends. You got the friend that lives out loud. You got the friend that perpetrates. And then you got the friend that's quiet and stuff, but really the one that's out here bad. Like, you feel me? Like, I feel like the one that's not talking too much and that's out here punk faking, that's probably the one that's really out here bad. She probably the freakiest, do the most raunchiest stuff. Like, you feel me? I'm the one that live out loud. So, like, baby, who I am is who I am. What you see is who I am, baby. Like, it don't get no better than that. If anything, I've always been guilty of telling people too much of my business. Like, you feel me? And that's something that I learned this year, too, is that everybody don't need to know what's going on with you, because everybody ain't finna use that information and use it for good. They gonna turn it against you and make you feel some type of way. So, yes, I definitely learned that. But this situation just, like, it was like, oh, my God, like, why, Lord? Like, I was like, okay, so I thought this was my friend. Like, but then, yeah. And, like, you know, I'm very forgiving. But I think this situation just hit a little different. Like, you know, when people get so mad to where they start telling you what other people feel about you that's around that person and that's been around you, like, that hit a little different. Like, it hit a little different when you like my ex. Like, I just was like, I don't like that. And all because, you know, people feel some type of way when they know that you know a lot of stuff about them. And, you know, they probably be like, man, if this get out, you feel me? Like, so instead of you just being like, you know, on some real stuff, like, you know, I'm sorry. Like, you know, I would appreciate that. But all the stuff that came with it and all the, like, trying to bash me and then, like, trying to antagonize me, like, somebody that you love, like, calling you back to back, bro, like, yelling and screaming to the top of their lungs and really making it about something that is really not. Like, because if you know me, I'm so gang for my friends. And, you know, I care about men, but I, like, when it comes to dudes and my friends, I'm solid. Like, I promise you, I'm not going to go back door none of my friends. I'm not finna put you down with somebody that I done smashed. Like, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not even the type of girl that'll mess with somebody else, man. So, but let alone, you feel me? Like, I'm not that girl. So, yeah, like, I was like, man, I don't know. So, that was like the start of, like, the downfall, like, of my friends. After that, another one I used to always be with, something so silly, like a real situation that was extremely silly. Like, this is how I know it's nothing but God. Because there's stuff that I can admit that is, like, worth a fight. And then there's stuff that you like, all right, hold up. Like, and then since it's like one of them type of situations, then I know it's nothing but God removing people. Like, he's cleaning that plate, baby. He like, look, you should have been done with this a long time ago. Like, you the one that's been holding it up. You feel me? And one of the hardest things in my life after, like, losing my parents, like, losing people I love, like, I ain't gonna cap, like, and I still love these people. Like, my love is so genuine and so real. But, like, yeah, losing people is, like, one of those things I'm so scared of. Like, so if I call you a friend, losing you is going to affect me. Like, you know, us getting into it, us not talking or stuff like that does affect me because I genuinely care. You feel me? So I think this year taught me that letting go is okay. Like, it is so okay. It's okay to love somebody and have a genuine heart on the other side of the street. Like, it is okay for your mental. It is okay. And then, like, even with me walking a godly walk, baby, I'm still going to be on the other side of the street until Jesus grabs us and puts us together. Because, baby, that's what it's going to take on me. Like, it is. So, I'm definitely a work in progress. But 2024 has taught me that it is okay to choose you. Like, it is so okay. What I won't do moving forward is, like, not tell people how I feel. What I'm never ever gonna do again is just allow people to get away with stuff that hurts me and me continue to deal with them and have this build up. Like, you know, I am the strong friend, but it's only so much my strong ass can take. Like, let me tell you, I still break down. I still cry. You know what I'm saying? I still have days where I have pity parties for myself. I have days where I don't want to get out the bed. Like, you know, I'm still a person too. So, yeah, I can probably endure a lot because God has done put me through a lot and I'm a strong individual. But at the end of the day, I'm still human. And you're not finna do that. We're not doing that. So, I'm standing on business with that. But that's why I took December off, honestly. I took December off so I can get clarity with myself. Like, social media is cool. I do YouTube. And honestly, I felt some type of way. Lord knows I did, because the end of the year is like the time that, you feel me? Like, everything is cracking. Vlogmas is a way for me to get my subscribers up. But I'm over here like, okay, God, I know he got bigger plans. You feel me? And what I am going to start doing is just putting him first. So I put me on the back burner. Like, girl, you don't need to post no videos. Yeah, I watched YouTube, but I wasn't posting no videos. I'm trying to get something from my daddy. You feel me? So, and drinking was something that, you know, I felt like it wasn't getting out of hand, but I felt like it could potentially get out of hand. And at least, like, that's me being honest with myself. You feel me? Like, when I know that my emotions are high, I'm already struggling mentally, like, that can't be my go-to. Like, it just can't. So I refuse. Like, you feel me? I will refuse that when I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. So the go-to was definitely to go to God. So yeah, May, lost my little friends, felt some type of way. Then, you know, I started my abstinence journey. And I shared that video too, where, you know, I just started feeling like, you know, I just needed to keep my body to myself. Having sex with people is cool, but I mean, I ain't gonna say it's cool, because it's definitely not cool, because you're allowing like spirits into your body. And I think the closer I get to God, the more I feel defiled. So me just having like occasional, or, you know what I'm saying, occasional sex is just something that I was just super over it. Like, you know, like I said, I am a strong woman. And as a strong woman, we always feel like we are so in control, right? Like, so I do it when I want to. I'll call you when I want to. I'll have sex when I want to. So I felt like that was my little piece of control. So I had like a little, you know, it's something that happened that made me realize, like, baby, you're not in control. Like, you feel me? If anything, this is controlling you. So it was important for me to go abstinent. I'm not gonna lie, between like May and November, I had like 2 slip-ups. But I feel like I still did good. Like, you feel me? At the end of the day, I felt like I did amazing, because I really was trying to keep myself busy, going to prayer, going to church, going to Bible study. Like, I'm over here like trying to stay focused. But December, I really like took the whole month. Like, I was like, I'm not posting nothing. I'm going to focus on this. And I just want God to give me some clarity. So, you know, I went through the whole abstinence thing. Like I said, I slipped up twice, but I don't know. I start praying like for God to like help me see me. Like, we always like to blame stuff on other people, right? Like, you know, I can say like, oh, I was messing with him and he was a liar. Like, baby, I probably already knew he was a liar before we knew he was a liar. So a lot of times I was putting myself through stuff, right? But I couldn't blame it on nobody. So I just wanted God to like show me, you know what I'm saying? So I can see me more clearly. I can see what Monique is doing wrong. You feel me? And I just feel like everything that I went through this year just made me a lot more stronger. Like, stronger in relationship, stronger with me putting God first and not saying that I feel shame about it, but when you like kind of be around people that don't believe in what you believe, I ain't gonna say it like make you feel some type of way, but it's kind of lonely on that side. You feel me? Because you don't really have anybody to resonate with. One thing I've always wanted to do was to be able to go to church with my friends. Like, I feel like if we can party together, we can get faded together, we can kick with dudes, like, baby, we can go to church on Sunday. I want that for me. But I never really had that. Like, not with my sister, like, not with nobody. So, I don't know. I feel like what God is doing in my life right now, I really love. It's scary, it's emotional, it's draining sometimes, but it's so peaceful. Like, it's peaceful to know who you are, you know what I'm saying, and whose you are. Because then you choose better. Like, you choose yourself, you don't feel bad. Like, I don't feel bad that I'm choosing me. I don't feel bad that I'm doing what I know that I need to be doing by God. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't feel bad for that. Even when people do me dirt, like, this whole situation with these friends, I felt like this was dumb. I'm not going to sit here and have a pity party for myself and just say that it was all the way 100% them. But the situations was stupid. It was dumb. It was to the point where, you know, like, I just knew, you know, it was God was definitely in the background. Had to be. Because I was like, this can't be. Like, And I think what really hurts too is when you take like a lot of stuff from somebody and then one thing hurts them and they just forgot about all of that, honey. They just, I'm done. You feel me? Like, and then I'm the kind of person, baby, you could tell me about me. You can. Because I tell me about me all the time. So, baby, I have no problem with one of my friends pulling my coattail and telling me, like, bitch, you hurt my feelings. I have no problems with that. But I have none, baby, because I will move differently. You feel me? Like, after I knew I hurt you, I don't want to hurt you again because I love you, right? So why would I be offended about something that I need to be aware of? Makes no sense. Like, right? So, yeah, like when people can't open up their mouth and talk, or they just get so easily offended and there's no talking point, like I'm done with those type of relationships too. We are too grown. I'm big 39. I'm not finna be reading nobody's mind. I'm not even finna surround myself with people I can't tell you that I feel some type of way about how you talking to me or how you handling me. Like, I'm too grown for that. Like, we're entirely too grown for that. So, and if you call yourself a friend, nothing should be offensive about somebody telling you about how they feel like you're making them feel. Be for real. Like, no, I don't want to be around that's not for me. I can't fake it. I'm not a fake it till you make it type of person, baby. It's none of that. Like, either we making it or I'm done. You hear me? Like, I'm not doing that. So, yeah, the year definitely was a lot. It was a lot. Like, ooh, it was a lot. It started off to be a lot. So yeah, that was that. I met a good friend that I love, Tanisha. I met her at one of the jobs that I had stayed for, the last job that I stayed before I got the one where I'm at now. And she's real cool. We both love God. We both talk about God. She's like one of those people that's strong about Jesus. So, baby, she definitely gonna give you truth, even if it hurts your feelings. Like, she's very much opinionated, but I like it. Me and her went to a concert together as our first friend day. It was cool. We went to go see Megan.
Hey, you know, you might get her ass on these steps. Glow, get him glow. She finna be ratchet.
Stallion and Glorilla, and we had a good time, baby. I have to post some pictures in here, but we had a definitely good time. But I think me and her, we good. Like, you know, I also have struggled with, so, you know, like if you're a friend that's very vocal and you got friends that are not vocal. So what I always end up with is like the friends that are not vocal. I'm the most vocalist person, but then I have friends that are not vocal. They're very much to themselves. They're very much reserved. They go through stuff. They want to disappear from the world. And I'm the total opposite. So for a long time, I used to get offended. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you going through stuff. I want to come over. Let's talk about it. Let's go eat popcorn. Let me take you out to eat. Like, you know, and they just want to be in hibernation. Like, you feel me? They just want to be left alone. That was hard for me to accept, honestly. I was just like, okay, something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with this. Why you acting weird? You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn how to love people where they're at. And so Tanisha is definitely the opposite of me. Again, God loves to bring the opposite in my life. And so, but at least with her, I've learned that she's not the friend that's going to call you all the time. She might text you back. She might not. But she do tap in when it's needed. And she pulls up when she needs to. You feel me? But it's just, you know, the way she moves. And I never forget, like, you know, we were talking about God, our relationship with God, what we was doing. And she was like, you know, friend, I'm just not the friend that can have a bunch of friends right now because I'm focusing on God. And I don't know how to do that and not sin. And I was just like, what? Like, when I say she the realest, like, definitely real. But if we being honest, when you a baby walking in God, you can't be around a whole bunch of sin because you're going to sin because you're not strong enough yet, right? So it made sense, right? So I just love her for that. She just be always coming with these gems and it just be making me think like, And then she's also like a strong friend to where she ain't finna put up with a lot. Like, when it comes to friends, whoever, she just not. Like, if it doesn't suit her well, she's over it. And I'm a friend that's gonna give you about too many chances. Like, I give you a whole full cup and then you just run your own cup out. It sounds like Tanisha's giving you an empty cup and you gonna fill it up on your own. Like, you feel me? So it just makes me look at things differently. And so where I feel like I was weak, I've become stronger when it becomes to friendships, relationships, period, speaking up for myself, setting boundaries for people, and just really protecting my peace and my relationship with God. So I love that for me. Now, when it comes to these dudes, I'm still off them. I honestly just feel like God is doing something so good in my heart to where I don't even desire to be with nobody no more. Like, I wanted that so bad. Like, even just last year, I was like, Lord, like, my prayers, real talk, was like, Lord, when you gonna send me my husband? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to have a family. Why am I here? And now I just don't feel like that. I like my peace. I like me and my dog, and I like picking my son up when he want to come to my house, and I like working from home, and I like traveling, and I like reading books at the park, and I like painting, and I like doing DIYs, and I like talking on YouTube. Like, baby, I learned a lot about me, and I love me, and I appreciate me, like, on period. So my lips are peeling. It's getting cold out here, and my lips are peeling hella bad. But yeah, man, I really feel like this year has molded me. God is just amazing. So anyways, we get down to the end of the year. So this is the end of this, because this video is a little long. So we get down to the end of the year. So Christmas, Thanksgiving, I didn't have my baby. Most, like, nowadays, holidays, I be working. I just want to keep myself busy so I don't get in my feelings and start having a pity party for myself in my head. So I try to just work, like, you feel me? So I worked Thanksgiving. I let my son spend time with his daddy's family or whatever, so he went with them. I still cooked a little something. Me and my friend kicked it. So I worked like in the morning, then I took like the afternoon and a little bit of the evening, and then I just worked a few hours in the evening. Gotta get that bread. I'm all about that. So yeah. Then Christmas. So Christmas Eve, Christmas on the 23rd, I picked my son up from his dad's house or whatever. And then we came home. Christmas Eve, we woke up. Me and Stanka go outside. I take her in the morning time to go for a walk or whatever. Baby, I hit the corner like around from, like, so you can walk straight to go to the trash, and then Stanka came like around my car. And so when she hit around the car, I looked and my whole butt, y'all, of my car was up in the air. Like, in the air. On brakes. Annoying. On Christmas Eve, though. Right? This was just not too long ago. Like, blew me, y'all. Blew me. And I don't know. My normal response is to be in a funk. I initially did cry. I think I sat outside on the steps and I just was like, I just can't believe this. But I had been noticing, like, in my apartments that people been, like, stealing tires off of cars. Because it had been a car that had been sitting out here for months. And I was just like, why is it sitting on bricks? And, sometimes I'm so gullible. I'm like, well, maybe they're buying new tires and stuff, but not for like 3-4 months. Like 3 months. It wasn't 4, but it was like a couple months for sure. But not even dawning on me. But anyways, so I get out there and I just sat on the steps and I just was like, I was crying. I was just mad. I was like, man, I just picked my son up yesterday. I'm trying to have a good Christmas, y'all. Like, I'm trying to end the year with a bang. And somebody got me. Like, I got a lime green Challenger. I'm going to put it in this video. They all 4 tires. And the way my car was sitting up, it definitely looks like the tire shop. Like, like, it was such a good job. They didn't damage none of my frame, nothing. They just put that boy up on them bricks and took all of my tires and rims. Like, ooh. I'm from Cali, y'all, and I ain't never seen. That has never happened to me in Cali. Like, I just was really like, oh my God. Oh my God. So anyways, I was crying. I called my homegirl, like, girl, take me to Walmart so I can see how much the tires are. I'm on the phone with my stepmom. I'm just like, oh my God, why is this happening? Like, Lord, what is going on? Because I just feel like the attacks are real. Whenever you start trying to do right, baby, I promise you, the attacks be so real. And it be like stuff that you be like, what? Because I literally worked a whole year, y'all, on the road doing insurance. And my car sat out here in this parking lot unattended, honey, and it ain't never got stolen. It ain't never got towed. Nothing. And you mean to tell me while I'm at home that all my tires get took off my car? Like, oh, I was sick. I'm like, man, ugh. So anyways, my homegirl came and picked me up, and I'm like, take me to Walmart. So we pull up into Walmart, and I hopped out like, do you guys sell tires? He like, yeah, what size you need? I'm like, I need 20-inch tires. He like, yeah. And so then it just dawned on me, like, you need rims and tires. Oh my God. I was like, never mind. So I just got in the car with my friend, and I was like, yeah, just take me home. So the thing about it is like, all year has been low-key a struggle. This is probably the least amount of money that I've made in hella years. It's just been a super humbling year. And but I had some money put away though, just a little bit. But I was like, I'm trying to move. So my goal, I've been on this mission of trying to condense all my bills. So my goal for 2025 was to like condense my bills. I didn't care. I was getting rid of this phone company. I'm going down to whatever. I'm reducing my bills, right? So that was the goal. But you know, all the while I'm still trying to get ready for me to move in February. So I'm going down to, I live in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. I'm going and downsizing so I can save some money, get my credit together so I can try to buy some property next year or buy a home or something, like not be renting, in other words. So I'm like, man, this money's supposed to go towards my move, right? But you know, like, I don't know, my normal response would be like so dramatic. It would be like, oh my God, I gotta tell everybody what happened. I gotta talk about it with somebody, and just want to have a pity party with somebody, right? So I don't know, but when I got in the car and it just clicked on me, like, you do have the money, although you have to move, you do have the money, like, and if you gotta spend it, you're gonna spend it. So I just instantly was like, Lord, I trust you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in that moment, I don't know, just something shifted, and I was like, I trust you. Because I'm like, when you know that the attacks are serious, like, the stuff that's been happening just been crazy. It's been more than that, but I just don't want to go into it. But it's just been like stuff that I'm just like, okay, this is making no sense. Like, come on, God. Like, but it's like God is waiting for me to respond differently, if it makes sense. Like, instead of going to what I normally go to, and that results to sin, what is going to be your response if you trust God, right? So 2024 has allowed me to trust God so much to, like, even if I did end up being homeless, or if I lost my car, my whole car, I know that God is still going to provide some way, somehow. And he proves it over and over again. So like I said, my car. So I'm like, you know, just take me to the house. So I start going through my phone. I'm looking up, you know what I'm saying, like tires and rims. I'm over here getting frustrated because I'm like, man, freaking rims is like $270, $239 for one rim. I need 4. And I need new tires. So like after I rounded up just the rims alone, I was looking at about $800, $900. And this is just without the tires. So I'm like, okay, my stepmom's like, you know, why don't you call and file a claim? So I'm like, okay, cool, but my deductible's $1,000. So I'm telling her, like, you know, my deductible is $1,000, bro. Like, I'm gonna have to choose between rims and stuff and moving, because I still gotta pay for my move, right? So I'm like, you know what, it's cool. I'm gonna just have to figure it out. So anyways, I made it home. At this point, like, you know, I'm still just like, I'm chilling, because I'm like, you know, shoot, it's something I can't control. I gotta figure out, you know, another alternative. I already called and filed a claim, but the whole time I'm filing a claim, I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, because I had to pay rent. So mind you, this is the end of the month, rent is due, I'm saving money to move. Boom, I get hit for all my tires and stuff, like Christmas. Like, but the good thing is that I'd already got my baby everything that he wanted. I took care of Christmas, so it wasn't like we were gonna be lacking for Christmas. And I had my son, so like I probably would have been depressed if I didn't have my baby with me, because like I would have been intending on going to get him. But I don't know. I wasn't worried. I don't know. My heart was just at ease. But anyway, so I get home. My mom calls, my stepmom, she called me and she like, did you call and place the claim? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, and she like, well, I'm gonna pay for your deductible. And I just broke down crying, because where you don't see where God is moving, he moves, man. And he uses people He, at least I know, he allows people to definitely bless me in my life. Like, it's been so many situations where I can tell you that it's not me, it's not luck, it's definitely him. Like, you feel me? And my stepmom has just definitely been a blessing. But I just broke down crying because she believes like I believe, and I don't know, he just always sends her. She's like an angel. Like, she comes through when I really need her the most. Like, and she comes through without regard. It's not like I don't even feel like she expects something from me. Like, I feel like she just loves me genuinely. But yeah, 2024 has been deep. I hope that you guys have a wonderful year. Happy New Year to everybody. This video was a little long, but I had to give y'all the real breakdown of 2024 because we're moving into 2025. So what y'all can expect from me in 2025 is me minding my business. Not just playing, but no. What y'all can expect from me 2025. So I do want to get back to like my motivational Mondays because I am a very positive person. I don't like putting out content that doesn't really show who I am. So I need to be more intentional with young. Like, I know I look young, but baby, I'm not young. So I need to do more content that is like for women my age. Although I still, you know what I'm saying, I be feeling young at heart. So I do listen to a lot of rap music. I like a lot of young artists. I do, and I like to have fun. So, I mean, I'm not going to say like I'm young-minded, but I do like to have fun. So, I'll still incorporate stuff like that into my channel and stuff that I like to talk about, talking smack, which I don't like to talk smack. But I do want to just show more of who I am, talk about more of the things that I'm doing when it comes to God in my life, the challenges that I face on a day-to-day basis, just being a Black woman, work, parenting, co-parenting, some of y'all don't know nothing about, friendships, relationships, just all those things, all the things that really matter in life. Like, you know, I'll be watching the T pages and stuff, but I ain't gonna lie, like, celebrity gossip ain't finna get me nowhere. And I'm just a person, like, if it don't affect me directly, I ain't got time for that. Like, I really just don't care to know. But, you know, there's some topics that be, like, catching me, and I'd be like, oh, that's something good to talk about. And then I also want to start bringing more people onto my channel to have real-life conversations, too. So, I just want y'all to look out for that. But, yes, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and send this video to somebody. And I just want everybody to know, like, this was not a bashing video. And if you felt like I was talking about you in this video, then you know it is what it is. But just know that it was definitely out of love, and it wasn't to bash. It was definitely to tell my story, though, and how I feel, because my feelings are valid, and they're valid to me, even if they're not valid to you. But I love y'all. Happy New Year, and tune in to the next video.